Welcome to another short drawing lesson. This week we're going to draw the crazy McMurtry, the car that set a new record up the Goodwood Hill a week or two ago. For a bit of fun I'm going to caricature it slightly, even though the car is actually quite sort of caricature proportions to start with. But anyway, we'll give it a go. We'll start with a front wheel over this side, and then the next wheel we will draw 1.5 wheels further back. It's probably about 1 3/4 of a wheel in real life, but we'll shorten it a bit. Draw the back wheel. The bottom of the car is very low down here because it sucks itself onto the ground with a pair of big fans. We need to know where the ends of the car are now, so we need come to the middle of the front wheel, stick out about half a wheel and go a little bit higher, and then there's a sloping line back and a little chin spoiler. That's going to be the front of your car. For the back, go to the middle of the back wheel, stick out a bit less than half a wheel and put a little curve in there that doesn't stick up any higher than the top edge of the back wheel, and that's going to just run down into the bottom edge of your back wheel, and there's a little splitter under there. Next we've got a tricky part, which is the curves over the wheels. Pointy front, a curve over the front wheel, and then drop down towards the back. Went too far there. So try and draw lightly, even if you're using a pen, because then you can change your mind. The next arch starts a bit ahead of the back wheel. Should be about level with the top edge of your back wheel. Arches round and then drops down to that point at the top of the back, the tail. The windscreen is a bit further back than the front wheel there. The back edge of the front wheel is up there. That will start there. And we've got quite a slopey front to it, even flatter than 45 degrees. And a nice bubbly kind of roof. And then it curves round and makes a kind of a stepped rear. And on top of that we've got some fins. We've got one that's just completely horizontal, level with the top of the roof. That has a nice kind of a swoopy cutout. And another one that comes out and runs slightly higher. So they've got sort of diagonal shapes. Like that. It's like a Batmobile. Now, last of all, we need some details down the side here. There's a big a vent just a bit higher than the middle of the wheels, a horizontal line, and on that you can put some chevrons, and that needs a top edge as well. And the bottom edge of the car needs to have a big flat triangle. That's the sill. And now last of all we need the windows, so they're just almost horizontal down here, and when they get to this point here where the join is in those arches, it kicks up slightly. The top edge has much more of a slope to it, so it gets wider at the front than the back. So we get this kind of shape. And now we need the join in the door, which is about there. The back edge is just a vertical about here. There's a join in the bodywork. And we've got some headlights tucked in a sort of toothy shape like that. It's like a mouth. A vampire's fangs or something. And that's pretty much all the important stuff. And now, hopefully, if you've been pressing lightly, now we can start to press a little bit harder in a few places, just to show that this is the dark underside of the car. And down there. I think we'll do it in motion as well. I'll add the ground, and actually, when I do cartoony stuff, I like to do the cars slightly off the ground. It just adds a bit of action. Although this car with its fans, probably you'll never leave the ground. Hopefully never. some dust coming off the front there. Some whiz lines off the hubs. And bits of dust and dirt flying around behind, being spat out by the fans. A nice big whiz across there. And we can darken some of these bits as well, just to show that these are pressed in. And in here we've got the a side screen with it. It's going to have a driver if it's driving. It's very dark in there and you really can't see much of the driver, just a silhouette. I think there's a door handle here. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed that. Tune in again for another one soon. Let me know in the comments how you got on and if you'd like me to do a particular car next. I'll see what I can do. I've got a few to get round to still. And like and subscribe and all that stuff. That's very much appreciated. And yeah, till then, have a good week and I'll see you for another one soon.